Welcome to Spooky Sperries. For today's episode, we'll be bringing back our famous segment, Boredom Busters. We'll help you beat your quarantine boredom with some cardboard you probably got lying around your house. My name's Dan, and today I have my friend Mr. MJ to help introduce our topic. Take it away.
It seems to me that a lot of you flesh bears have been locked up in your homes and are trying to keep your mincemeat brains intact by taking up new hobbies. I've taken great pleasure in seeing you skin sacks try and solve the classic Rubik's Cube, so I figured it would be easier for you schmucks to craft the cube instead of solving it.
Certainly right about that, MJ. But as he said, today we'll be teaching you how to craft this Rubik's Cube costume so you could replicate it safely at home. Now, due to the fact that our studio is not outside and the fact that our producers don't want me huffing paint anymore, we set up some simple demonstrations for you to follow at home. But let's start off with the supplies. So first off, we have duct tape, we have a paintbrush, a couple paint tubes right here, of which I chose the classic Rubik's Cube colors.
Ha, boring.
But as MJ said, you could pick any colors you want. Next up, we got some spray paint, both black and white. And we got some masking tape. And of course, our cardboard. So let's get crafting, shall we?
It only took you so long.
So first, you're going to start off by drawing circles on the top and on the sides of your box. And then you're going to take a box cutter or crafting blade and cut holes where you put the circles. Now make sure you use a sharp blade, because if you use a dull blade, you're more likely to cut yourself.
I'd like to test that statement.
How?
With your flash!
Anyway, the box. So once you're done cutting out the sides and the top, you're going to take the duct tape and tape the edges around. That way, when you put it on, you don't end up hurting yourself.
Now see, a simple preventative measure to this issue would be to just not have flesh. I'm doing just fine.
Anyway, let's get to painting, shall we?
Sure, let's get this over with.
Okay, so first off, you're going to spray paint the sides all black. And then you're going to leave it out for about an hour in a well-ventilated area. And then you're going to take your masking tape and you're going to tape it into shaped squares. And then, when you're done with that, you're going to go and take your white spray paint and spray paint it all over.
And what is the purpose of this, Daniel?
Great question, MJ. Well, since black doesn't allow the colors to show that great, that's why we spray paint it white. So, it's going to end up looking like this. And then, when you're done with that, you're going to leave it out for another hour and make sure it's bone dry before you take off the masking tape.
Oh, you must think you're so funny, you ugly, bumbling sack of meat and water. I've had to sit here and watch you stumble about for days, just to watch you put together a colorful square. I know tibias with better brains than you, and they don't even have brains.
MJ, what are you talking about?
Imagine how sick it makes a peeled person to have to watch you frolic around and listen to your pathetic excuses for comedy day in and day out. And dare I mention the fact that you don't even respect me by addressing me by my full name, Megatron Jackson, you Nimrod, you oaf, if only you had the cartilage and tendons!
Sorry about my friend there. He doesn't like it when I try to act humorous on the show. But anyway, when you're done with all those steps, you're going to come out with a nice, colorful costume. And all you got to do is put it on. And you're all set. Thank you for watching our Boredom Busters segment today. Come back next week for Haunted Home Fronts, where we teach you how to deal with pesky neighborly kids.